Hello, I'm Matt and I'd like to welcome you to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making up a batch of my whole wheat homemade bread using an AI generated update to my Matt's Mix recipe to see if we can make something that's just a little bit spicier. So join me as we go ahead and make this Matt's Mix altered bread. 420 grams of water, then I warm the water in the microwave for 44 seconds. As with my tap water, that seems to be about right to get it between 103 and 106 degrees Fahrenheit, all of which seems to work very well for my bread. This time it came out at 106 degrees, but it still came out fine. 1 teaspoon of sugar, and we give it a little stir and make sure it's consistently mixed together before we add the yeast. 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, and then we mix that up and set it aside to bloom while we mix our dry ingredients. "600 grams of whole wheat flour," and I had to get another bag out. But I did hit 600 grams on the nose this time. "2 teaspoons of Himalayan pink salt, 2½ tablespoons of my Matt's Mix, and I'll leave a description in the bottom of what's contained in my Matt's Mix. Another ½ teaspoon of Cayenne. And you might be wondering why I dumped it out of the bottle, but that's about all I had left. Next time I think I might add a little bit more. And we mix it well till it's incorporated nicely. Time to add the wet ingredients. The yeast is nicely bloomed, as you can see here. Then I mix it in the stand mixer on low until it all balls up on the dough hook, which takes a little while, but that gives me the consistency that I think I like. If you prefer a different consistency, leave a comment in the comment section with your instructions. But this works very well for me. I melt 2 tablespoons of butter to add to the mix. I like using butter instead of the oil that's in the original recipe, because this works out very well for me. And here goes the butter. I did get a little bit in the top of the dough hook. And once again, I mix it all up till it balls up on the dough hook. I can't waste any on the dough hook now. It tastes too good. That's better. Time to cover it up with a towel and let it rise for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, we mix it again with the dough hook. Until it balls up on the dough hook once again. It does look a little bit orange. Time to cover it back up for another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, it's time to prep it to go in the pan. A well-oiled pan, that is. I wet my hands so that the dough doesn't stick to the cutting board or to my hands. It still looks pretty orange, but it does come out really awesome. I like my bread to fill out the corners, so I use a little different technique, which you may have seen in my other videos. But I cover it with a cutting board and put a cast iron pan on it, so as it rises, it fills out the corners. If you have a better method, let me know. Here I'm letting it rise initially for the first 20 minutes with the cutting board on top of it, and then I let it rise for the last 10 minutes with just a towel. Doesn't that look awesome? Time for the towel. Last 10 minutes of rise time. I preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, which takes about 10 minutes with this oven, which works out great with this method. Time to go in the oven, initially for 15 minutes, and then I'll turn it around for the last 15 minutes of its total cook time of 30 minutes. Time for the spin. 15 more minutes till we're done. After 15 minutes, doesn't that look awesome? I let it cool completely on a cooling rack before I cut it up, so that I don't lose any moisture. Time to cut it up. If you've watched my previous videos, you probably know that I put 4 slices in a baggie and freeze it so that it stays good for the week while I'm eating it, because taking out 1 bag at a time works out excellent for me. And here's the final product. It didn't come out quite as spicy as I was really looking for, but it still came out pretty awesome. If you have a recipe that comes out really spicy for a spicy bread, please leave a comment in the comment section, because I'm still on my journey to find the perfect spicy bread. These are recipes that I am using and including in my Deciding for Life system that I have used to lose 70 pounds without working out and while still eating foods that I love. That was written about in a book that I call Deciding for Life, How I Lost 70 Pounds Without Working Out and While Still Eating the Foods That I Love. It is available on Amazon for $9.97 as an ebook or $19.97 as a paperback, and you're welcome to purchase it if you like. Please help support the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing, as all of those things help get this content to more people. Thank you for watching, and may you have an awesome and healthier and yes, lighter day.